G'day, welcome back to Larrikin, Japan. So I'm back in Japan and I'm down here at Midorikawa to have a look at the cherry blossoms. This is about the end of them. They're just about finished. So we're down here, Midorikawa is the river down here, and the cherry blossoms. You can see now we're getting a lot of the green, the leaves coming on. Once you start getting the leaves, they're just about done. So you can see it's a bit like it's snowing. There's petals everywhere. So it's the first time really I've had a chance to come and have a bit of a look at them this season. So spring's here, it's a beautiful spring day. So I thought I'd have a bit of a walk along here and have a look at the cherry blossoms. So we were supposed to put up the flag for the festival around our area today, but it's going to be raining all day tomorrow, so we didn't put it up because it will get wet. They're not real good when they get wet, it destroys them. And the flag for our area is worth about 1,500 bucks. So we replaced it a few years ago, so we don't want to ruin it. So anyway, so we didn't have to do that today, and we don't have to pull it down tomorrow, so that's a good thing. But anyway, you can see over here, beautiful, the cherry blossoms. Now Aussies are embracing the land of the rising sun like never before. In 2024, a record-breaking 920,000 Australians visited Japan, making an increase of 50% over the previous year. And the trend shows no signs of slowing down. Predictions for 2025 suggest that Australian tourist numbers will surpass the 1 million mark. When I came back to Japan a few weeks ago, the aeroplane was chock-a-block. There wasn't one spare seat on the plane. There were some Japanese, but I would say that over probably 70% were Australians coming to Japan. Now, on average, the length of stay has increased. Australians tend to spend over 14 days exploring the country, where a lot of other people, they will only stay like a week or so. They don't have as many holidays. Like in Australia, we get 4 weeks holidays a year, so people tend to spend a lot longer here. A lot of tourists are still going to the popular places like Kyoto, Nara, Tokyo, those sort of really popular places. If you go there, you're just going to be wall to wall with other tourists. You know, they're trying to get people to go to different other places and see some different places. For example, Kanazawa, Takayama, Hiroshima. You head up into the mountains, up into Nagano and Gifu and places like this. You're going to have a lot better experience. The people up there will really look after you a lot better. The prices, you won't be paying as much. They'll be cheaper. You're just going to have a better Japanese experience. So my advice would be to head up into these places. Now, when are some good times to come to Japan? So it depends on what you want and what you want to do. So if you're into snowboarding or skiing, winter is the time to come. So if you come any time from November to, let's say, February, great skiing. So a lot of people now go up to Hokkaido. Hokkaido is a very popular Australian tourist destination for the skiing. You can also go to places like, Nagano. They had the Winter Olympics there up at Hakuba, so you can go up there. Great skiing up there. Now, after the ski season, you come into, like now, end of March, beginning of April, and you have the cherry blossom season. So, you know, it's a very popular season. Summer is really hot and humid here, so unless you really like the heat and the humidity, it's probably not a good time to come. But in summer, there are a lot of festivals and a lot of firework festivals, so it is a great time. I love summer. I don't care about the humidity. I like the heat. I hate winter. But so it's up to you. And then after that, around, when have we got? October, November sort of thing. Late September, October, November, you have the changing leaves. So this is another very popular time to come. Even Japanese, a lot of Japanese will flock to places like Kyoto and Nara to look at the changing leaves. So these places, you know, they're overpopulated with all the tourists, so they just get too crowded. But there are a lot of great places you can see the changing leaves. You don't have to go to these big popular places. So that would be my advice. If you are thinking of coming to Japan, do a little bit of research on it. Ask some people where some good places are to visit, and get off the beaten track a bit. I think you'll find you'll have a lot better experience of Japan. Okay, let's go back to having a bit more of a look at the cherry blossoms. Here, I took a photo of this tree probably about 15 years ago. It was at dusk and the lights are on and that. I'll put a picture of it up so you can have a look. It won a photo competition. So I won a photo competition with this tree. So this tree is a bit of a favourite of mine. So it's a beautiful tree and it won the photo competition, so I was really happy. But anyway, it's just a nice spring day. I thought I'd have a bit of a walk here under the cherry blossoms where they're still out. But look at this tree here in front. This is a beautiful, beautiful looking tree. So it's really nice. Now if we have a look in the water, we'll have all the petals on top. It will be quite nice. Yeah, get a bit of reflection. So yeah, I like nature. You know, that's what I really enjoyed in Australia, getting out in the country and in the bush and around walking through near where my son lives. Had that bit of bush and that sort of thing around near his place. It was great. I loved it. I love getting outside. Oh, they've got security cameras here. Oh, there's a security camera up on the post. So they're trying to keep a check on stuff. But yeah, they're really nice, the cherry blossoms. So yeah, this is a nice little place. Knock your head on this, it's pretty low. Years ago, everyone was up here having barbecues and drinking and that sort of stuff. It was like big parties. They used to have big parties here, but that's all sort of died off. It doesn't seem to happen as much now as it used to. When I came, you know, and I was teaching at Aishan and that, they'd have big parties and we'd go to the parties and it was a big day out. It was good fun. But that sort of thing has sort of fizzled out a bit. You don't seem to have the big parties anymore under the cherry blossoms, but it's okay. Anyway, this is just a bit of a look at the start of spring. So I'm looking forward to it. Looks like the cold weather's finally given way to it and we should be in for some nice weather coming on now. You know, around the end of April, beginning of May, it starts warming up. It becomes quite nice. But yeah. Don't know. They look like changing tyres. Probably had studless tyres on the car. Yep. Got studless tyres, changing back to normal tyres. I don't need the studless anymore. I don't worry about having studless tyres. If it snows, I'll just stay at home. But you can see here in little river. We've got all the thing. It's quite nice. Okay, that's it for today. It's just a bit of a look at the cherry blossoms and a bit of a talk about Australians coming to Japan for holidays. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, that's all for now. Catch you later.